Awesome. Welcome to a really fun video. This is going to be a journey we go on together, and we're going to find a profitable product on Amazon FBA from absolute zero together. I was thinking in my head, oh, maybe off camera I'll find a couple of products and then I'll show you how I find them on camera. And I had to be like, absolutely not. We're going on this journey from ground zero together, all the way to finding a product that can make you $10,000 plus a month with a small budget. This is one of the most asked questions I get. And today's when I show you absolutely uncut and absolutely raw footage from the bottom with you. So we have a brand new tab open. This is a background that I get asked about a lot too. This is called Momentum. It's a Chrome plugin, and it'll put a nice wallpaper behind you. I've got 34% through the day. And life happens now, Benji. It's a quote. They do a motivational quote. It's a really cool thing. It's called Momentum. If you were wondering about this, and it happens every time you change tabs. And what I wanted to do before I pull up Amazon and go hunting, oh, I typed in Amazon. I can't type and talk. It's not one of my skills. I want to pull up this whiteboard thing because I wanted to draw a little picture of you over here. Now, if you haven't sold on Amazon FBA yet, this is you. And what you have ahead of you is this road. And at the end of this road, you have freedom. You have $10,000 a month with Amazon FBA, and that's just a passive physical product that you're selling on Amazon FBA that's making you $10,000 every month, and all you have to do is keep it in stock. It's the dream life, and it is real if you follow the right steps. But on the way there, there are hurdles, and you're facing, if you haven't found a product yet, this hurdle right here. And it looks overwhelming, and it looks insurmountable, and to be honest, it's where most people stop. To achieving this dream life over here, to achieving, you can wake up whenever you want. You can spend time with family. You can travel with family. You can travel with friends. You can work from a cafe in Thailand or whatever. I've done all these things thanks to Amazon FBA and thanks to entrepreneurship and no longer selling my time for money, making someone else rich. So this is all very possible, and it's what we do at this channel. So make sure you do subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. But you're facing this really big can't find a product to sell hurdle, or maybe I found a product to sell but I still haven't jumped over this hurdle because I'm scared. And we're gonna really break down this first initial hurdle for you, because I'm telling you, on the other side of this hurdle there are more hurdles. Cool, now we got to get it shipped into Amazon. Cool, now we got to get our first sale. Oh cool, now we got to get our first review. Okay cool, now we have to reorder because we're doing really well. And there are these hurdles getting you to 10K, but the problem is you're sort of blinded by this massive hurdle that once you get over, and that's what we're going to do in this video, once you do get over this hurdle of committing and buying your first product, these hurdles are really, really easy to jump over. And all of a sudden you find yourself in that 1% of people who are actually succeeding with this because you've made the leap, taken the leap of faith. So we're on Amazon.com. This is the US site. This is, even though it has an Australian flag here, this is just because it knows I'm in Australia, but we're on Amazon.com, and this is the most in-demand place to sell your items. This is where the most people are looking to buy items on Amazon FBA, and if you're in this marketplace, you're going to find a lot of demand for your products that you're selling. So this is where we're going to start our journey, and I'm going to be using these two tools. There's another tool I'm actually working with at the moment, but these are the two tools I'm going to be using, and I'm going to offer some free alternatives to these tools in the description as well if you don't want to spend on these tools. So the first is Jungle Scout Pro. So this tool, I'll link it up in the description if you want to buy it. It is an affiliate link, but you get to save $20 if you use that link in the description to get Jungle Scout Pro. And basically this is going to show us, if I just type in any journal, and then Jungle Scout, it's going to show us how much these journals are making on Amazon, which is really critical when we're wanting to sell a product. We want to know how much we're going to make. So this helps you do these calculations, and it pulls all the behind the scenes data for us to look at on one very simple page. There's a few apps that do this. Jungle Scout's not the only one that I do use, but it is very reliable, and it is very simple and easy to use. So the alternative to this is called Unicorn Smasher, and you can just Google Unicorn Smasher and get the free alternative, but the numbers aren't as accurate and it doesn't have as many features, but it does work if you don't want to spend any money on this software. Now, the other piece of software I'll be using is Keeper. Keepa, which used to be a free software, but unfortunately they are now a paid software. The alternative to this is AMZ Scout, which also is a similar to Jungle Scout sort of thing, and you get some free credits to be able to see the best seller rankings of these items. And what this does, and I'll start from scratch, so I'll explain exactly what this is that every item selling on Amazon is going to have what they call a best sellers rank down here. And you can see that in additional information. Now, what happens with their bestseller rank is they're comparing every product in their category against each other. So you can see the top 100 products in Office products. You can get those top 100 products by clicking on this link right here. We might as well do it. And you can see this is we ranked number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 in this category. And they're all ranked against each other. And how they rank them is basically on how well they sell. So this is the best selling thing in Office products, which are these little pencils. And they're going to be making, if we Jungle Scout this page, because these are the best sellers, and you'll see the rank pop up here, they're going to be making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars every single month. Now, this is revenue for 30 days, so revenue per month here. So what we want to do is we want to go back and we want to use this keeper graph and be able to see how well they're doing over a longer period of time. So this gives us the historical data on the bestseller rank. And we need this because we want to make sure that they are having consistent sales. You can see they've consistently been that little green box to the bottom left of the cursor, the sales rank there. They've consistently been, and we can actually turn these off to help show that, consistently been in the hundreds sales rank, which is really, really good. If you can get under the top 25,000 sales rank, you're making a lot of money, and about 15,000 or 20,000, you'll be making 10K, depending on the price point and the category, but about 10K a month revenue from that. So anything under here is really good, and you can see these guys have been maintaining it for a very long time. So what we want to do is we want to start our search just up here in the search bar. Now, this is obviously completely free because you can come to Amazon and you can come in and start typing in letters. And remember, I've done no pre-planning to this at all. I just type in 2 letters. I just hit 2 random letters, which was RE, and I'm looking at what is actually selling. So resistance bands, I know, is actually quite a popular one. The thing that my mind goes to immediately is I'm looking for smaller and sort of easy to sell, because when you type in things into this search box up here, you know that these have demand. So you want demand, you want low competition. They're 2 big ones. And then you want easy to sell, which means easy to ship, cheap to source, especially if you have a low budget, because you can get more of your more items. So if you're selling a book that you cost you $1,000 to buy and you have $1,000 to start, you only can get 1 book. But if you're selling a book that costs you $1 to buy, you can get 1,000 of those books and then sell 1,000 of them and make a lot more money. So you want cheap to buy would also fit in that category. So that's what I'm looking for, because I know here that these are all high demand because they're all popping up as suggestions. We just got to check competition and cheap to buy. So resistance bands is a good start. I have a feeling it's going to be too competitive. But if we come over here, the first thing I do is hit that Jungle Scout button, and it's going to pull up all the data for these listings. Now, the incredible thing here is this one, first of all, is making $600,000 a month in revenue. But the incredible thing here is the market depth. You really want to be focused on market depth, because you can scroll all the way down here and you can see all the way down to about here. And we're not going to count them individually, but it looks like about 25 different listings are all making over $10,000 per month, selling the same thing. And this is the key, because a lot of people get overwhelmed by this. And yes, this probably is a niche with a little bit too high demand. But the key here is you want to be able to see that you don't have to be the number 1 seller in your niche in order to make money. You can be the number 24 seller, and you're making $10,000 of revenue a month. And that is $10,000 of revenue. Say you have a 30% profit margin. You're making $3,000 of profit every single month by being the 25th bestseller of these bands. So that's the key there that I really need you to take away from this video is don't be overwhelmed with a lot of people doing well. Let's get out of resistance bands, because it is too much competition. And I'm having a look at that by all these really ridiculous amounts of reviews on these top products here, and also their price point is very low. So let's come back and let's type in the letter P and then maybe A. So we got paper towels, packing tape, paper towel holder, packing cubes might be an interesting one because I'm wondering if they fold down. Remember, I'm thinking easy to ship and cheap to source. Paintbrushes, pacifier clip might also be a big one. Paper clips, pamper wipes. So I'm going to go for pacifier clip, which in Australia we actually call pacifiers dummies. Pretty sure it's the thing that babies suck on, right? Let's just double check that. Yes, is that it? Yes, it's the thing that babies suck on. We actually call them dummies, but in the US they call them pacifiers. And this opens up, and I don't want this video to go too broad, a new opportunity to start selling with different keywords in the US store or in the Australia store. Like if you were to put your item in the Australia store, you never want to use the word pacifier because no one's going to be searching that. So it's good to make sure you know what words the people in your market are using, whether you're selling in Amazon in the US or in Germany or you're selling in Australia. You want to use the words that they're actually searching for. So pacifier clip, we're going to jungle scout this. And I'm also looking, I just want to give you as much transparent information as possible. I'm looking at the price point down here. Seems very, very low for this. $4.99. Now, I don't think that's Prime. Where is it? $4.99. It is Prime, which is absolutely incredible. But they're doing $20,000 a month. I'm going to sort by revenue. That's what I do. It's just what we do around here at Entrepreneurship Decoded. We sort by revenue. And you can see all the way down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people are selling over $10,000 a month. Don't be afraid. I wish I kept my little hurdle graphic back up here, but don't be afraid to come into this market and sit in number 10 and make $3,000 a month. It's a great way to start. And then once you have that first product out there, have it profitable, start going in for the next spot. So if you're coming 10th overall, you make it $10,000 a month. On the reorder, we're going to reorder a few more items and we're going to pop up to 9th and then 8th and then 7th. And then in 6 months, you're making $15,000 a month. So at a 30% rate of that, you're now making about $4,500, $5,000. And you're just growing that passive income slowly and surely until you're up here and you are the top dog. And that might take a year, it might take 5 years, but it doesn't matter because you're profitable the entire way. Now, I'm actually looking here and I can see that this brand seems pretty big. I don't actually know the big brands in the industry, so I'm not too sure which ones are private labels. Dodo Babies definitely looks private label. Also a weird name, Dodo Babies. Like, why are you calling your brand Dodo Babies? They got a high listing quality score. So this is something that I would like to do. They look like they're doing really well. So let's jump in and have a look at them. They're Dodo Babies. And you can see their photos okay. You know, you can see they've tried hard, but they don't have very good graphic design skills here. They've laid them out well. They've probably paid someone to do this for them. There's a little baby model that they've hired. And they're selling these clips, which are really, really cheap to buy. Obviously, I haven't looked at that yet. This is all live. Once again, I haven't seen these before. And they've got a little carry case for it too. Look, I mean, it's pretty high tech here for a baby. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to see that they've been selling for 200 days. Now, for 200 days, they've maintained a sales rank. This is actually impressing me right now of under 1,000, which means they have been doing, they're doing $15,000, which is $5,000 profit, maybe a little bit less at that low price point. So they're probably doing $3,000 a month profit on this. And they're slowly building up. Over 200 days, you can see they got a lot of reviews, which is good. So they're doing well, but this is basically a private label seller here for sure. And what they've done is they've gone and they've sourced these clips. They've put them into Amazon. They've put half decent photos on them. They've put full titles here. And you can see they're Amazon's choice for newborn pacifier clip. They're doing really, really well. And what they've done, different to most people, and I'm guessing different to you, is they've just taken action. Like any one of us could be selling this thing. And how do we sell it? And let's get this price on how much they're making. Alibaba.com is obviously where we're going to be sourcing our products from. This is just a massive catalog of suppliers who are going to be making whatever you want. I don't know if there's something you can't get on Alibaba that's legal at least. And what we're going to do is we're going to type in pacifier, and you can see it's the top thing that comes up, bigger than pacifier. So it is a very in-demand thing. You can get them for 10 cents, 25 cents, 15 cents. They're the actual clips. This is those bead stuff that was going on that page too. On that page as well. Like, these are the stuff that was coming up on Amazon, but instead of it being 70 cents and 10 cents and 15 cents, look at these little tots. These look good, little fun ones, and they're 50 cents a piece if you order enough of them. Here you go again over here, 30 cents to 70 cents a piece. So say on average these are 50 cents. They're grabbing for 50 cents. They're selling them for $10. And I want to see on this thing, you can actually see their list price and if they put it up or down. So you can see they actually started at $13, $14, and they've popped it down to $10. Something happened here. I'm guessing they either ran out of stock or they got their buy box taken or something short term, and then they fixed it. But even this, look, they're still maintaining a 4,000 bestseller rank. So they're doing really well at this price point. Now I'm in Australia, so it's giving me actually Australia details, but this is just $10. And if you have Amazon Prime, there's no shipping there. And they've been doing really, really well with these pacifier clips. And they've got a little carry case. So all up, this thing is probably costing him $3.50. On a $10 item, Amazon's going to take about $3.50 as well. So that's $7, and they're making $3 for every single sale. And this one's a little bit lower margin, but like I said, if you have a lower budget to start, just go for the lower margin ones. They're making 54 sales a day, about $3 profit a sale. They're making $150 a day of profit. If they're running ads, they also have a little bit of ad costs, but say they're spending $50 a day on ads. Here you have a business that's making $3,000 profit a month on just these really cheap pacifier clips. And at the moment, I feel like this is a product that could sell really well. And this is a product that if you have a small budget, like I don't even have to look any further, that you don't need to look past these products. This is what I want to tell you to make sure that you've come this far. And I just haven't shown you a product that you could probably go and find yourself. I want to tell you a couple of things about it. One is you have to remember that you don't have to be the best seller. So if you come in and you just do equal amount of sales as Dodo Babies, that's totally fine. If you have this resistance and you've already found niches like this, I think the problem that most people have is they just don't take action. They're scared that it's not the right niche, but 90% of the time it's the right niche. It's just you have to actually take action on that niche, and you have to treat that as your learning experience, your journey, because you can come in here and make $3,000 of profit a month on this, and it's not going to be $100,000 a month straight away, but you can eventually build your baby brand into that. You can have a second product that then makes $3,000 a month, and you can slowly add these to your catalog and you can have a brand that's doing $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month of profit in the next year or two, just by adding one thing to your catalog a day. Because what happens is we can actually remarket to any customer who's bought our first product with our second product. So we have a big list of people. You can see 60 people, 30 people a day we could remarket to with another product. So what I wanted to show you is you need to also look over here at listing quality score. These people who are at the top, they're doing well. You know, they've got a $13 price point, which I would honestly recommend these guys pop their price up a little bit, because they could really increase their profit margins just by popping these up. And you can see they've actually got another one here. So they're selling, this is a great example. They've put in a second product. They were doing $3,000 a month here. Hey, let's put in a second different product and also do another $3,000 a month. And you can see this one's been selling for a lot less time. And if this is your product and you're watching this, you have done well. I would improve these photos just a little bit more, but just keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to have a massive brand very soon. And look at this. So 290. So this one's actually been selling for longer. This was their first product that went in. It has less reviews, so that's interesting. So I guess this was the first product that went in, and they learned from this one. They kept this one going as well because it is profitable, and then they pull in their second product. But what I want to show you is these products aren't perfect. Listing quality score of 5. All you have to do is come in and offer the same thing at a slightly better price or a slightly better offer. Some way add value, maybe add the bundle. Like this person has added the extra little carry case, add that to your product, and therefore be better than the person that you sit next to on your search results. And I'm going to make more of these videos because I do think this is what you need. You just need to see how easy it is to find these products, to go source these products and get them into Amazon. If you want more of these right now, check out the free Amazon training we have in the description of this video. And I'm going to be putting out more of these this week, so make sure you do subscribe. Give me a like on this video too, because it helps it get out there into the YouTube universe. So thanks for watching.